Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Multi-Character Listener by me. So let's get into it. Muichirou. Muichirou was shaken, seeing you like this. And then, all of a sudden you were lunging at him, trying to fight him, and he was doing his best to hold you back. But he was not really fighting you, or trying to hurt you in any manner. He couldn't bring himself to. He was hurt, just as you were, and he couldn't bring himself to hurt you in return. Ryan, please, please just stop that. Please listen to me, he said, desperate, his eyes looking into your own. And for a moment, just one moment, it looked like you were struggling. And then the next, you were screaming, launching yourself away from him, curling up against the wall, and trying to claw at your own head instead. He had no idea how you could have this reaction, why you were acting like this, but he managed to hold you back and to calm you down. Your rapid breathing slowly grew to a more calm one as you looked at him while you continued to massage your arms. Listen to me. I'll find a way to fix this. I promise you, okay? You just have to listen to me, Ryan, he said, and you nodded, albeit a little bit hesitantly. Sure, you had that urge in you to bite him, to hurt him, that unfamiliar urge that was still there, from a hunger that has been festering ever since you were bitten. But you were going to be okay. Looking into his eyes, those calm ocean blues, you could tell that you would be safe, that he would hold you and make sure no one hurts you ever again. And slowly, Muichirou brought you into his arms, stroking your back gently, his hand slowly going up, and towards your head, the back of it, until he hit you, making you pass out against him. He kissed your cheek, stroking your hair gently. I'm sorry, Ryan. I really am. But I had no choice, he said. He knew he had to do this, to be able to get you to someone who would be able to help you. He knew Giyuu would know a thing or two about this, and although he had no idea if a case like Nezuko's could exist again, he could only hope, and from the way you seemed to recognize him, his heart had so much hope in it, because you were worth it, and he was not going to let you go. And most importantly, he was not going to give up. Not on you, and not on your love. Your love was strong enough to withstand this, and many other things. And he believed in it. He believed in you. Giyuu. Giyuu was much more calm throughout this whole ordeal. But it's no lie that he was hurt, that he was terrified from the inside. But after his experience with Nezuko, he's been more hopeful about this thing, especially since it doesn't seem like you've harmed a person, and yet come early enough to make an impact. Come on, Leon. You can calm down now. I'm here, he said, wanting to give you a reason to calm down, trying to reassure you and reach out to you. Your heart, that's still inside, behind the scary demon that you were right now. He knew that you were in there. Your soul, mind, and heart still beating, and still worth saving. That's why he took a step forward and held up his hands. Come on, Trust me, you know it wouldn't hurt you. And you were trembling, seemingly conflicted about whether or not you wanted to retaliate against him. Your instincts conflicting with the memories in your heart, with the memories that you remembered of him, and the comforting voice that you kept on hearing, the way you wanted to protect him from yourself, and the way your body was urging you to hurt him in ways you were unused to. And then you had collapsed, crying softly, and he had immediately went to your side, hugging you gently until you had passed out within his arms. He had no idea what to make of this entire situation, except the fact that he was heartbroken and scared. But he would have to deal with his own emotions later. It was not about him right now. It was about you and what you were going through and what he needed to do to make sure you'd be okay. That's why he pressed a soft kiss to your hair, holding your hands and squeezing them before picking you up into his arms and going through the previous water Hashira, knowing that he'd be able to help you. And now that they had helped someone before, helping you would be much easier. Hopefully because you got there earlier as well, and you seemed a lot easier to deal with than Nezuko. A lot weaker too. He doesn't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he hoped it was good. And most importantly, he hoped you wouldn't forget him by the time that you woke up. That you would trust him to be there for you, and know that he would never hurt you. And quite surely, 2 months later you had woken up, and he was by your side, waiting, reading you a book. He was advised to use his own voice around you as much as he could, to bring back the memories that you may have lost, and to make sure you're familiar with it once you wake up. And when you first woke up, you seemed to remember him, your eyes softening in recognition as you reached down to hug him gently. There was a bamboo stick in your mouth. They had not known the severity of your instincts right now as a demon and how much you would want to bite someone. But it was a safety measure, one that he did not mind, as inconvenient as it was. But he did not want to risk hurting Giyuu. And right now, just being by his side and knowing that two of you could remain together, no matter what had transpired, that was more than enough for you.